Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I was sitting in the house and I was thinking, I wonder if the bluegill are biting in my bluegill pond. We stocked this pond a few months ago, and when we first stocked them it was about this big, and that's been about 5 months ago. So I'm gonna see if they'll bite. I gotta look in my tackle box and see if the tiniest hook I've got, and we'll see if we can catch some. Alright, I'm gonna look in here. Let's see. I may have some, hopefully. Okay, I've got some jigs. I know I've got some tiny hooks somewhere. Here they are. Okay, this is like a, I don't know what size hook it is, but it's very small. Alright, I'm going to rig this up on my crappie fishing rod here that I use for crappie and in the creek. Okay, so I got it rigged up. I got a bobber, split shot, and then the tiny hook that you can't see. It's so small. There it is. Okay, let's get over there to the pond. Alright, we've arrived. This is a pretty small pond. That's what it looks like. So I'm gonna get this baited up. I think I have some salmon egg things in my tackle box, but if not, we're gonna have to go back and get some bread or something like that. Okay, so I've got the salmon eggs, but they're about 100 years old and they're very sticky. They're not even coming out. Yeah, I'm not using these. They're very melted. I do have these. They might work. Yeah. This hook is so small it makes it hard to put this thing on here. There. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna toss it out right here. Just close. In and see if we can get a bite. I'm gonna put this on this feeder here. Oh, I'm already getting a bite. Well, that's pretty cool. I was really not expecting that. Okay, let's see. These bluegill might be the size you can catch them. Getting hit, getting hit, getting hit, getting hit, getting hit, getting hit. Come on, buddy. Might have got my bait. Oh, dang. I don't really know how big they are, so I don't know if they'll take the bobber under or not. There he is. Look at there. Ha. Little bluegill. That's pretty cool. They're actually big enough to catch. That's good. Okay, I made another cast. See if we can get another one. Getting a bite already. Oop. Jerked it out of his mouth. They're hard to time it. Keep jerking it out of his mouth. Got a bite. There he is. Got him. That's a better one. Oh, he came off. That was a good one too. Yeah, that was a better fish. That one was a little big. I'm surprised they're this big in this pond because we stocked it about 5 months ago. Well, I really don't know. Probably 5 months ago though. Just got another one. It's a bit better one. Alright guys, well I've had a few bites and I haven't caught anything else. But I've only been here for like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna wait a little longer and I'm gonna go out through over there and fish that area too. Because there's not even any structure right over here and they're biting, so I'm gonna fish that. Getting a little bite here. I might need to go back and get my fly fishing rod, and I'm gonna tie a little popper on there and see if they hit topwater because they're coming up. See if I can catch one on a fly. Alright, so I baited back up. That one was getting a little old. See if I can catch one here, and if not, I'll move. Alright, so I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna move over here by this little drain over here. See if I can get a bite over here. Move it up a little bit. There. It's pretty deep around that thing because we dug out around it to install it. So I think there might be one in there. Okay, so right here by this drain, I've had two where they carry my bobber just like this. And I have started to reel them in and then they just get off. I think they're just little tiny ones. Here in a second, I'm gonna throw by that tree. See, look at this. It's carrying it off. See, it just carried it off, and when I go to reel it in, it gets off. Okay, I'm gonna throw by this tree. Here in a second, I'm probably gonna have to put a new one on there because it's getting old. They get smaller and smaller in the water. It's pretty cool how and they're stinky too. That's probably why they're eating them. Alright guys, so I'm gonna change this lure out, or change the bait out, and throw it back where I was catching them. And then I'm gonna go get my fly rod, and I wanna see if I can get one on a topwater popper. Okay, I'm gonna toss it out right here by the feeder. I think they hang out over here because they know they're gonna get fed. Getting hits. He jumped right by my bobber. They're flying out of the water like mini mullet. It's funny. Alright, I'm gonna go get my fly rod, try to catch one on it. Okay, I got the fly rod. I have this little fly I made tied on here. I'm gonna try it. And then I wanna tie on a little fly. It's a tiny little topwater fly that I made. I think it might work too. I made it using pool noodle. It was pretty cool. It's getting nudged. See him kind of hitting it. Okay, I'm gonna put on the popper. It's a little easier to see when one bites. Okay, this is basically what it is. It's like a little... It's basically... Oh my gosh, that's a ginormous hornet. It's basically pool noodle tied to a tiny little hook. What in the world is that dog doing down there? I guess he's playing in the creek. Alright, yeah, I've tested it in the creek and didn't catch anything. But that's not gonna stop me from testing it here. It might work. It's pretty cool. It just kind of... I don't know if they're willing to hit it. They're so small. It's pretty cool. It floats. And I was sitting at my little place that I make my flies and wondering how I could make one that floats. And I have pool noodle, and I was like, that'd be perfect. And I mean, it works pretty good. Just don't know if it catches fish. Comment below if we should do fly tying videos. I've thought of that before. I don't know if y'all might like fly tying videos or something like that. Alright, it's been a minute. I'm gonna go back to using the bobber and little crappy magnet things. I'm determined to catch a fish on this little thing though. Alright, let's see. Wow. What are you doing, Buck? Dang, he's wet. He's been in the creek. Okay. Yeah, if y'all didn't know, that's my dog, and his name is Buck. I've got another one. Her name is Rain, but she's just kind of fat, and she lays up all day. So you won't see her much running around. My split shot had slid down a little bit. I think that's what was kind of preventing the fish from wanting to bite, because it's a pretty big split shot. Alright, I saw a bigger fish hit topwater up here. Or he barely hit the top. It was out here toward the middle. We used to have some bass and a couple brim in here, but we purposely killed them all, and we put 2,000 bluegill in here. We're trying to get this to be a managed bluegill pond. We're gonna have some big bluegill in here, some size of your hand big, or that's at least what we want it to be. So that's why I'm just over here trying to make sure there's not any other kind of fish species in here, because all we want is bluegill. Pull it in a little closer here. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. Alright, I didn't have the camera on, but I just got another one. A little bluegill. All these bluegill are fat. Oop. Come here, buddy. Yeah, they're all pretty beefy. Okay. Okay, I got another one. Smaller one. Get him unhooked. All right. That is number 5, I think. Oh no. Go, buddy. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see y'all in the next one.